Hey everyone, it's time for our teen brain break. So today we're going to be making mason jar ice cream. So these are all the materials you're going to need. You'll probably want some sort of surface protector, some vanilla extract, salt, sugar, some heavy cream, a liquid measuring cup, and a tablespoon measuring spoon, as well as a teaspoon measuring spoon, and a half teaspoon and a half tablespoon if you have them, as well as a mason jar. I'm just using a blender cup. We've got all of our materials here. Now I don't have a mason jar with me, but I'm just using a bullet blender cup. As long as it has a lid, that's fine. So anything that's about this size with a lid will work, because you're going to need to shake it later. We've got some cream. Now the recipe calls for heavy cream. I'm using table cream, so hopefully that's okay. So let's get started. Okay, so the recipe calls for 1 cup of the heavy cream. I'm gonna open it up here and then do my measuring. So I'm getting down at eye level just so that I can make sure I can see the line. We're gonna pour it in, so we're going for 1 cup of heavy cream. All right, put my lid back on here. So we've got 1 cup of heavy cream. I'll pour that into my cup, just like that. Then it calls for 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. So we'll get our sugar here. I'm setting my cup aside. So I have a 1 tablespoon measuring spoon. Do 1 tablespoon. I'm going to drop it into my cup. And now if you have a 1/2 tablespoon measuring spoon, that's a little bit better. I just have the 1, so I'm going to fill it halfway with my sugar. So about there. Pop it in. Then we need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. So I have the artificial vanilla extract. If you can get stuff that's not artificial, it's probably better, but it doesn't really matter. So we'll open it up. And I've got my teaspoon measuring spoon. Pour it in. Right into the cup. Once again, I don't have a 1/2 teaspoon measuring spoon, so I'm just going to fill this one up halfway. It's fine. Pour that in. Okay. Now the recipe says a pinch of salt, so I don't really know what a pinch is. I'm just going to open up my salt here. And I'm just going to shake in a little bit. Hopefully that's about a pinch. Oh, there we go. Just put a little bit in. Okay, so we've got our mixture here. And I'll put the lid on. Now we're supposed to shake it for 5 minutes. So if you have a timer on you, you can set it for 5 minutes. I'm just going to look at my clock here. So it says 11:12. So I'm going to shake it till about 11:17. All right, so the lid's on tight. This is why I have a surface protector, because you never know. And we'll shake it. Okay, so once 5 minutes is up, hopefully it's been shaken enough to all blend in together. So it's all shaken up, and now I have to freeze it for 3 hours. So we'll put it in the freezer. There we go. And come back in 3 hours. Okay, so we're coming back to our ice cream after leaving it for just over 3 hours. It looks like it's pretty frozen. Let's open it up and take a look. Looks pretty ice cream-like to me. So it's a little bit frothy, and remember we use table cream instead of heavy cream, so you might want to use heavy cream instead, and the consistency might change. But yeah, it's a little bit liquidy still. So I'm actually going to stir it up. You can always leave it in the freezer for a little bit longer too. There we go. We've got our ice cream. So I did try a little bit and it tastes pretty good. It's a little bit salty, so just be careful with how much salt you're adding. You might want to try just leaving it without salt and seeing how that works out too. So I hope you enjoy this little activity and let us know how your ice cream tasted.